like, what am I going to jail for? He was like, you're going to jail for domestic violence. Please turn around.
I might just pull up and flex on my cool. I might just pull up and flex with ya. Ooh. I might just count on my hundreds, they blue. I'm Chloe Bands and I flex it on you.
Hey guys, it's Chloe Bands. Welcome to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, hey baby. If you're new here, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn your notification bells on so you can know every time I post. Today is gonna be a story time. My channel really started picking up due to my old story times. That's how I got like my most views on videos when I used to be doing story times. And anybody that I've recently been telling that I do YouTube, they always be like, oh, I watch your channel, and my favorite thing about your channel is your story time, so please keep it up. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start doing story time. I haven't done a story time in like 2 years, literally. So this story is going to be about dating a strip club customer going wrong. So it really turned out to one of the hugest mistakes that I made in my life, and I just want to jump straight into it. I don't like to run my mouth. I take it straight to the point. So some time ago, I cannot tell y'all exactly when, but this happened in Miami because I know that I didn't work the strip club in New York. I started working the strip club in Miami. So some time ago, I was working at a club that wasn't my home club, and you know, I would pop in there here and there once in a blue. So I didn't know all of their clientele. So when I go there, I make some money, and then I go on my way. So one night I was there, I see all the dancers kept rotating to this specific group of guys. But me personally, my beauty speaks for itself and my demeanor speaks for itself. So a lot of times when I'm working, I don't have to approach people. So sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just chill and a guy will be like, pull up, like, and they'll dance to me, whatever the case may be. So we're gonna call this guy Jerry. So this guy Jerry pulls away from the group, approaches me at the bar. I was sitting at the bar, and Jerry was like, hey, what's up? Like, you know, you new here, you work here, this and that and the third. I'm like, this is not my home club. My home club is such and such and such. He's like, oh, okay, because you don't look like the type of girl that would working here. I'm like, no, like, I just popped in because I heard that this specific night does well here. So long story short, Jerry gets me a drink. I asked him like, hey, do you want to get a dance? Like, are you going to give me a tip? He tells me that he didn't really come here to do all that tonight. So I'm like, all right, cool. Me personally, once you're not coming here to do all that, or you're not giving me a tip, I don't really got much to talk about with you. I'm not even trying to be rude, but I come to the strip club to make money. So I'm not about to be talking and lollygagging with nobody all night. If you're not contributing to my reason, my purpose that I'm here, I don't really got much else to say to you. So I'm like, thanks for the drink. Have a good night. You know, hope I see you around. So he's shocked. Like, you know, I just ended the conversation right there. He go back to his boys, and I'm just in my phone, minding my business. And other guys called me, and I danced for them, and I made some money. So fast forward to 2 days later, I'm at my regular home club, and I'm kicking it with my homegirl Max. Me and my homegirl Max talking, and I see Jerry. I did not know that that was Jerry. I didn't recognize him, but he recognized me. He calls my homegirl when she's walking by and tells her to get me. My homegirl like, sis, this guy that's sitting by the main VIP stage, he's calling you to come over there. So, and she was like, and he gave me a tip for even grabbing you. So I pull up over there. He's like, what's up? You're so beautiful. This, that, and the third. He was like, I met you already. I'm like, for where? He was like, the other night. I'm like, oh, that was you. I didn't know that was you. Or whatever. So he asked me if I want to drink. She asked my homegirl if she want to drink. So now we drink. Because I didn't drink the bottles that he had. Mind you, I had pulled a day shift at this club because I wanted to make some early money. I wanted to get a head start. So I went and I'm drinking with him and I'm enjoying myself. He gave me $100 bill and he told me to get him some ones. I got him some ones. He put 100. You know, I'm still kicking it vibe because at this point I'm feeling nice. The drink kicking in. So with the drink kicking in and everything like that, I'm like, okay, I can vibe with him. Jerry had a pouch, like a black pouch. Jerry opened his pouch. When he opened his pouch, he started throwing money at me. Jerry had like 1,000 in his pouch. I said, oh, you already have ones? Jerry like, yeah, I just wanted to see that if you would just rush and pick up your money and leave me if you thought I only had $100. So I was kind of happy that I stayed and, you know, and I got rewarded for staying. So after that, you know, me and Jerry kicking it, I'm rocking it. Like, I'm dancing. Jerry got another 1,000. So, like, at this point in the night, I'm at, like, 2 bands, 2,500 just so Jerry, and I'm dancing by myself. He didn't want no other girls dancing with me. Like, he literally only came for me. Like, he said he literally came looking for me. So, I was really flattered. I was really happy. So, after I made my money with Jerry, I'm like, you want to go to another club and hang out? Because I'm really happy. I made my bread. I'm not even about to be working hard all night. Let's hit up another club. Let's go hang out. So, me and Jerry go to the initial club that he first met me at. My friend's daughter was working that night. So I seen her. Jerry got a section. Jerry homeboys already got a bottle. So I'm throwing money at my homegirl. Jerry give me once to throw money at my homegirl. She go on the stage. I'm throwing money at her. We rocking it. We having a good ass night. I'm drunk. I'm lit. And Jerry, like, he about to just get a hotel room. He don't live out here. He lives all the way in Orlando. So when he comes to Miami, he be getting a hotel room, or sometimes he kick it by his homeboy house, you know, because he only come out here for business and to hit up the strip clubs. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I go with Jerry to the hotel room, and I didn't really see nothing wrong with it because I'm the type of female, I am very firm on my boundaries. When I say no, no is really no. Unless you're a predator that's going to try to force me or something, I would hope not. But when I say no, no is no. Like, when I know I'm not doing something, there's really nothing you could do to shake me, move me, or make me change my mind. Like, no is no. So I go in the room with Jerry, we kicking it, and I'm not gonna lie, Jerry did give me fellatio that night, and I told him thank you. I'm not ready for anything to go any further. Like, I'm just not ready for all that yet. So he understood. He wasn't really trying to like force me or nothing. Like, he was still vibing. So I'm like, all right, cool. So me and Jerry wake up the next day, and we get breakfast. We go kick it at his homeboy house. He picks up his dog to go get his dog groomed, and then he drives me home. So when he dropped me home, I said, damn, I want to show my daughter your dog. So I took his dog in my apartment, and I showed my daughter. So Jerry was waiting outside, and my daughter immediately fell in love with the dog. He was like, listen, you don't want to go get some lunch? Like, it's already time to eat again. Your daughter could just stay with my dog, and, you know, because she's bored in the house, and we could just go get something to eat. So I'm like, all right, cool. We go get something to eat. We kicking it, we vibing. He brings his dog home with him. Everything goes good, and he goes back to Orlando. And we still remain talking. We still remain cool. And he was like always telling me, hey, I can't wait to come back. When I come back, I'm going to show you how much I like you. I'm so glad that you just didn't let me get my way with you the first night that we spent together. Like, I really trust in what you're saying, and I do want our first night to be so special. So I'm going to wait till you're ready. So I'm like, okay. And so he was like, you need a new phone. He was like, there's so many new things that you need, this, that, and the third, whatever. So Jerry comes back to Miami. When Jerry comes back to Miami, Jerry asked me, what did I spend my money on for the whole week? Like, whether it's car fare, whatever I spent my money on. Jerry asked me, what did I spend my money on? I told him, and he was like, how much you spent? Jerry gave me my money back that I spent for the week on anything I needed for myself. Jerry gave me money to get my daughter's hair done. These kids' hair is expensive these days. I don't know what has changed in life, inflation, but everything's expensive. Jerry gave me money to do my daughter's hair. Jerry gave me money to do my hair, my nails, my daughter's nails. Jerry put like $600-700 worth of groceries in my fridge. Jerry went and got me brand new TVs because I didn't have TVs in my house at the time. Jerry buying me furniture stuff. Jerry taking me to buy my daughter stuff shopping. Jerry just doing his big one. Jerry got me and my daughter brand new cell phones and everything. So it's just, I'm like, oh wow, like this guy really proves how much he liked me. Like, this is crazy. So Jerry would go back and forth. Anytime Jerry was in town, he would tell me, babe, if you at the club and you working and it's dry and them niggas acting cheap, call me, I'm gonna pull up, I got you, I'm gonna make a movie in that bitch. Like, you always gonna look like that girl when you my girl. So I'm like, all right, cool. So me and Jerry kept talking, you know, like we started getting more serious. And anytime Jerry would be in town, at this point now, he would come stay at my house on the weekends that he would come into town. So I was content with Jerry living out of town because I felt like, okay, I don't want to be with a man that is in my face every single day because I really needed my space. So Jerry was at my house one day. I had to rush and go to work. So when I rushed and went to work, Jerry texted me going crazy, like cursing me out. And this is one of our like first arguments. So I'm like, what's wrong? Jerry was like, oh, you talking to somebody else? How could you talk to somebody like this, telling them how much you love them and appreciate them? So I asked Jerry, who are you talking about? Jerry tells me the guy's name. We're going to call this guy B. He's not really an important factor in the story. I just don't want to say his name. So when Jerry tells me he's talking about B, I laughed at that. I really laughed in his ear because B and me is not even like that. Like, B is a person that I'm really cool with, and he's always looked out for me ever since I was living way in Palm Beach, and I met him at a club in Pompano called Club Pink, and he would always look out for me there. And anytime I see him in Miami or anywhere, B would look out for me. So B, I would always text B. B would always text me. Me and B was real cool. So, like, you know, me and B liked each other. Like, we tried to date, but that just didn't work out. So I didn't understand what he was trying to, like, tell me. So he was like, oh, are you selling yourself for money? Because what is this I'm seeing in your phone? I said, what are you talking about? He said, how come B asked you to come to dinner with you, and y'all went to dinner, and he cashed out you money after? He sent the screenshot to your phone. I said to myself, if you read the conversation, because I know exactly what he's talking about. Me and B went out to dinner, and I told B, I cannot go out with you unless you give me some money, because I will have to be taking over work, and I don't like missing money. So B was like, I got you. B owns a cigar shop. B owns, there's a lot of stuff B got going on for real, honestly. B got a lot of money. B is one of those dudes. Like, he got cars that it's only one or two of them that have been made. Literally, B is really that guy. But it's other reasons why me and B didn't work. But B is still a good guy. We're still friends till right now. So, B is actually one of the first people that actually bought me a homewarming gift and money when I moved to this apartment. So anyway, B, in the conversation that he's looking at, that was before I met Jerry. So I'm like, I'm not about to apologize to you about talking to somebody before I met you. Like, do you see how delusional that sounds? But Jerry is butt hurt. Like, he like, how could you love somebody like that? But you talking to me, like, how could you love somebody this and that? Hello, I've met guys before you. I loved guys before I knew you. I have ex-boyfriends. Hello. So I thought he was kind of delusional for that. I left work because he blew my mood. I didn't even pay my tip out yet. I just left work and went home. We talked about it, and I thought we was going to work through it, and Jerry was never able to forget it. That was the first thing that started to be a red flag. He holds grudges. I can understand that because I'm a Cancer. But it's like, why do you want to still be in my space and be around me if you're going to hold grudges and be angry once in a blue at me? Like, anytime you think about it, you just get mad. So I started seeing that Jerry started spending a lot more time with me and not going home. And I started to think, like, if somebody got their own place in Orlando, why is Jerry not ever going home? Like, why is he always at my place? And I started noticing he would bring things to my house little by little, like a game system, sneakers, clothes. And I'm just like, and I would start to see that he doesn't really hang out with his friends that his group of friends that I initially met him hanging out with. He doesn't really like hang out with them anymore. So one day, me and Jerry went to go get some food. And when we went to get some food, Jerry and me came back and we seen a whole bunch of cop cars surrounding where we live. So I told him, I said, what the hell the neighbors done got into? Because we see the neighbors outside talking to the police at the police car. So I go in the house. I'm not paying it no mind. I'm just looking out the window being nosy. And Jerry goes outside to be nosy because him and the neighbor is cool. They know each other. The neighbor told Jerry that some guys came in his house banging on the door with guns, and he got the video from his Ring camera. So he shows Jerry the video. Jerry shows me, calls me outside and shows me the video. Who's in the video? Jerry's old homeboys. So Jerry been telling me that he been distancing himself from his homeboys because they owe him money and they didn't want to pay. But the homeboys is saying that he owed them money and he didn't want to pay. So I still don't know the truth up to now. But they knocked on the neighbor's door because they never knew my exact door. They just knew in what area of the complex my apartment was in. But they just mistake the neighbor's door for my door because my neighbor had a pink mat. And everybody that knows me knows I'm really, really like a super duper girly girl. So I'm so scared. At this time, I didn't have no firearm. So I'm like, okay, I gotta pack it up and move. I call my mover, I packed up the house, and I got a B&B. I terminated my lease, and I left. So when I terminated my lease, I didn't really tell anyone why I left or anything, except for one of my friends, KK. I think I told Butterfly. And I was in an Airbnb for a month and some change looking for a new apartment. I ended up finding a beautiful townhouse. And during the time at the B&B, my family advised me to let Jerry go. Don't step into the new house with Jerry. But the way my money was a little funny. And Jerry was like, you know, I'll just give you what you're short. But when Jerry realized that my money was short and he realized that the club started getting slow around the time when we was a couple days away from moving, because I was telling him, like, you know what, I don't even think it's a good idea. I'll figure it out. Jerry started trying to hold the fact that he was giving me the money over my head. When I genuinely feel like, Jerry, you owe me that money, because a lot of times you were staying with me, your money went all the way down, and I never didn't tell you nothing. I still let you stay with me, so you owe me that. So, and it's like the reason why we're moving is because of you. So even if you don't move with me, you owe me that, because you disrupted my whole entire life and my whole entire peace. So the day for moving comes, and I go to the leasing office to pick up the keys. Jerry gives me the money. Jerry's cursing and screaming and hollering and just making a scene in front of the leasing office. To the point the lady said, is that your boyfriend? Is he going to be living at this residence with you? Because I don't think that's a good idea for you to let him stay with you. So I'm like, no, you know, I lied to him. I'm like, no, he's not going to be living here. You know, he's just dropping me off because I couldn't carry all my stuff by myself. So I get the keys, I go to my place, and Jerry was going off because he was an hour late to pay back the rental, because it took me some time to sign all the paperwork, go get the cashier's check, to bring the people the proper form that they wanted the payment in. So, and it's like, Jerry, this is a place to live or live in the street. So what are you screaming at me for? You've been dealing with this rental, extending it for 2-3 weeks now since we've been in the Airbnb. So this is not a rental company. This is a hood rental person. You're cash apping. They're going to understand that you're coming back. He knows you're coming back with his car. So I go in the house, and I'm trying to see how I'm going to get the furniture brought to my apartment, whatever the case may be. So Jerry goes to bring the rental back. When he comes back, Jerry falls in love with the apartment. He was like, you know, he wants to do right. He wants to change. He doesn't want to annoy me. Because I said, in this new house, I don't want to be annoyed. In the old apartment, I constantly felt annoyed, and like he was very overbearing to deal with, because he just was always questioning me, very jealous and very negative spirited. Like, he told me to give up on my boutique. Like, he told me to give up on my dreams and stuff like that. And I just didn't think he was the right person for me. But every time I would tell him that I don't want to be with him and I want my space, he would like literally try to not leave, and it would just be a whole thing. So in a new place, what started the issue was one day. Anyway, I'm on the phone with my daughter godfather, and Jerry was very uncomfortable with me having any type of like male friends. You understand what I'm saying? It's because he felt like, oh, no female and a man could be friends. They just trying to smash with you. But however, that's not the case with me and any of my male friends. I have a lot of male friends and I have a lot of female friends. I just feel like friends is friends. So, but this friend is different because this is actually my daughter's godfather. Like, he been with me through some really terrible times, some really hard times, and it has really helped me, and this has really been a true friend to me. So no matter where I am in life, if my best friend called my phone, I'm gonna answer. So I tried to break the ice, and I said, FP, say hi to my boyfriend, Jerry. Jerry, say hi to my best friend. This is Kayla Godfather. Jerry was like, why the hell that sound like a nigga, da 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 da. He's starting a big argument. He's like, nah, you really a hoe. Like, you talking to a dude on the phone. Girls and guys don't be friends. I do the same shit. Like, I'll be cool with a girl. We the best of friends, and I'm just trying to hit. Like, that's just how I am. I'll say we besties, da 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 da. That's just how niggas go. I said, I don't know what type of shiesty, dirty ass niggas, scumbag ass niggas that you know, that you group around, or slutty ass bitches that you know. I don't give that. I don't give, oh, this my homeboy, but I'm really letting him kill him alone. I don't do that. So like, I don't let my homeboy smash him alone. I'm not doing that. So we arguing. He starts getting mad. He starts saying that he's gonna leave the house. This and that. I said, okay, cool, because you're annoying anyway. He goes in my daughter's room. He punches her TV, breaks it. He goes in my bedroom, punches my TV, breaks it. He started breaking my vases, started wrecking my entire house, taking my laptop, taking my phone, taking my daughter's cell phone. Mind you, I have my my extra phone, which is my business phone, that he went through and found out about B in my business phone. That's my spare phone that I have hidden in my house. Like literally, my phone was my daughter. The backstory: when she went through that phone, when he seen the conversation with B, that was before his time. That phone, my daughter was using the phone. He distracted the poor girl, got the phone, went through it. Anyway, so he's wrecking my house, and I'm not gonna lie, guys, I shouldn't have did this, but I hit him. He kept talking about my mom, kept talking about the kind of mother I am. He kept saying lots of hurtful things, and he was breaking all my stuff in my house. And I grabbed his dress and I pushed him, and he was still talking about my mom, still wrecking my house, still just tripping out. So I had like a heavy duty broom that I had got from Home Depot, and I took that broom and I clocked him in his head with the broom. Like I was really going crazy. I felt like I was really having a mental breakdown, and I know it's never okay to put your hands on a man, but it's like, what am I supposed to do? Somebody's wrecking my house. I feel like at this point, you're causing my daughter trauma that she has never seen before, and this is something that me and her is gonna have to talk about, or she's gonna have to talk to somebody about what she wasn't physically seeing it, but she's hearing it. She knows what's going on. Like, you took her cell phone out of her hand, weirdo. Like, you're tripping out. Like, you don't see what you're doing right now? So, literally, I just lose my mind. The cops come. I called the cops on him. They took forever to come. He already left. When the cops come, they begged me to talk to them. I'm not really a cop type of person. That's not how I go. But in this situation, I really felt defeated. And I'm like, listen, I don't have no story. Nothing happened. He has my house keys. I don't feel comfortable with nobody having my keys, and I don't want them staying with me no more. Please tell that man to bring back my keys. So they called him on the phone. He answered the phone. When he answers the phone, he agrees to bring back my keys. I told him that he has my laptop, he got my phone, he got lots of things that belong to me. So he brings back everything, they take everything, and he's telling the cops that I beat him up. He's showing them his hair. He said she pulled out my dread, she scratched me, this, that, and the third. So when the cops asked me did I do that, I said honestly, he was wrecking my house and he was going crazy, and I was trying to defend myself, and I was trying to defend my home. And I was really just trying to protect me and my daughter's sanity. So I felt like I had to defend myself with physical force. I really wanted him out of my house, and he wasn't leaving. So the cops told me, give them 1 second. They went outside. They turned back around, and they was like, ma'am, put your phone down. I'm like, put my phone down for what? They was like, I'm like, so you telling me I'm about to go to jail right now? Because I've been in jail a couple times, and I know when I'm about to go to jail. So I'm like, y'all telling me I'm going to jail right now? And he was like, yeah, you're going to jail. I'm like, what am I going to jail for? He was like, you're going to jail for domestic violence. Please turn around. So I turn around, I'm going to jail. I made my daughter take my chain off, and I was like, really distraught, because I'm like, bro, I literally work really, really hard to not get in trouble anymore. I really, really work hard. It's been so long. Like, I've even got on probation early because I never get in trouble. Like, I literally don't get in trouble anymore. Like, I've changed my whole life. And to think that what's going to bring me back to having police contact is a man. So now I feel like I'm losing everything. Like, I'm losing my mind. You know what I'm saying? So I went to jail, and he ends up bailing me out. But before the cops took me away, I said, I want my mom's number so my mom could bail me out. I don't need you. Like, I'm done with you at this point. When I get out, you got to get from around me. This would never work. So he was telling me if I want my mother's number, give him the password to my phone. Y'all know I'm going to jail. I don't got no phone, whatever. So I'm like, I'm not opening my phone. I'm not. He said, so you're going to go to jail with no phone because you don't want to give me the password. How sneaky can you be? I don't like how he was making me feel. Like, my phone has a lot of people's personal information versus my personal information. I just feel like that's invading somebody's privacy. Like, why do you... I didn't like Jerry a lot of the time because he felt like because we were in a relationship that he had to know every single thing about me. And I just don't think that that's right. Every person deserves to have things that only they know about themselves. That's called privacy. It's not every aspect in your life that another person has to know about you. Like, you're entitled to keep things to yourself. Like, what the hell? Like, where's the boundary? Like, he didn't know boundaries. And I kept trying to show him, like, you're stepping over my boundaries, and I don't like it. So I said, fuck it, just take the phone. I'm just going to go to jail with no phone. I'm going to figure it out. So I go to jail. And he ended up giving the cop my phone to give me. So I had my phone, I took my mom's number, but he ended up bailing me out of jail. He came pick me up from jail the next day, and he was apologizing, he was so sorry, this, that, and the third. Mind you, this nigga makes me go to jail on Mother's Day weekend. So when I get home from jail, the next day is Mother's Day. I made a big breakfast for my daughter, and I got dressed and I went to work. When I went to work, the house mom was like, they call me La Siren at my home club, like the people that are from the same country as me, the Haitian people. They said, La Siren, what the hell? La Siren means mermaid. They said, La Siren, how the hell, what happened? We see your mugshot on Facebook, this and that. I didn't even know. Everybody seen the mugshot. Even like dudes I used to talk to seen it, and they was like, you know, call me, like I was trying to get you out, but I seen you had already built out. Whoa. So it was just so embarrassing. The whole day at work, even strippers that don't like me, they coming up to me, trying to talk to me, trying to tell me like, don't ever let me see you crashing out like that over a man. They thinking that I'm so in love, I'm crashing out. No, like y'all don't even understand, because I'm not gonna tell these girls my business because I know they nosy. Y'all don't even understand. I'm trying to protect myself. This is why I went to jail. So I'm like, whatever. Customers is finding out. They're like, girl, you really crazy. I didn't know you get like that, this, that, and the third. So it was just an embarrassing time for me. Like, it was a really, really embarrassing time for me. So time goes by. When time goes by, he's still keeping up his crazy behavior. So, you know, I said, you know what? I don't want to do this no more. He leaves the house. I cleansed my house. Like, I did a whole spiritual cleanse to my house because his energy was very dark, very draining. So as soon as he wasn't around, my life started going back to normal. I have the worst luck every time me and him is together. So he went away, and I started getting back to my normal life. So Father's Day started about to come around, and I met a guy in the club, and we're gonna call this guy Junkie J. So Junkie J was a really nice guy. He would come dance to me sometimes. He wasn't really a strip club dude, but when he decides to come to the club, he dances with me and he showed me love, whatever the case may be. Junkie J had a cousin that was working in the strip club doing like photography. So that caused him to come in the club a lot to support his cousin, or whatever the case may be, make sure his cousin was straight. So Junkie J did things that were my love language. Yes, Jerry would buy me gifts and stuff, but Junkie J spoke my love language because Junkie J would always buy me flowers, would always give me gifts, and the main thing for me is flowers. Like roses is one of my favorite things. I'm so hot, guys. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to continue. So anyway, as I was saying, one night in particular, I was working at this club called Playhouse, and I ran into Jerry's homeboy. Jerry's homeboy was like, how's Jerry? This, that, and I'm like, oh, he's good, whatever, whatever. It was a really slow night, so I ended up leaving the club. When I left the club, I got a phone call from, like, it was in Hollywood, Florida. So I'm like, is this Jerry's homeboy calling me to come back in the club? Because maybe the club popped off and he's gonna put me in a session because Jerry's homeboy was a promoter. So when I answered the phone, they like, this is Hollywood Police Department, or Hollywood Police, whatever. And they said, do you know Jerry such and such and such? I said, yes, what happened? They said, he's arrested in custody right now, and he was arrested with a pet. So being that he's got arrested with a pet, we're gonna take the dog to the pound if you can't come pick him up. I said, okay, no problem. My daughter has a really big love for the dog. So I pulled up and I got the dog, and I seen news reporters there and everything. Like, this was a situation that ended up making it to the news, the reason why Jerry got arrested. Anyway, y'all gonna have to watch y'all gonna have to watch part 2 to know what happened.
I might just pull up and flex on my cool.